Let's start the stream, though. Just that. And I think I'm live. All right. Man. I am frozen. What is up, people? What's going on? How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Big Cloud here. Oh, yeah. We got stuff we need to talk about, man. Stuff to talk about. Everybody in the chat, what's up? What's up, Chili? I see it's Chili. What's up, man? What's going on? All right, let me just move this to the side, and I will pretty much go over what's going to be happening here, because this is sick. And I'm shocked that I'm even doing this, so this is going to be dope. Nico, what's up? Salty, what up, brother? What is going on? Wait for the room to fill up just a little bit more, and I will definitely go into some details. What's up, Josh? Do me a favor, hit that like button. Go ahead and share it out. Hit that share button. Let's definitely get the word out, because it's some big news, man. Some big things, big changes. Mr. Jackknife, good to see you, brother. It's been a minute. How you doing? Good to see you. Iron Fist, my brother, what's up? Mr. Simmons, what's up, bro? Oh, you finally... Hey, listen, I feel the pain because I'm still completing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm pretty much almost max level right now, so that game's a grind. You got to grind literally to get your levels up until you can go after all the crazy quests and, you know, get crazier gear. I'm almost done. I just got to do that. I'm about to go against the damn Cyclops, so I already feel the pain, bro. I feel the pain of grinding in that game. Let's see here. All right, well, first of all, good morning to you all. I don't know if Salty wants to jump in here and add any perspective, but I'll give you the cue if you want to jump in here and talk about a few things. But first, I got to get the big updates out the way for the channel, for sure. Mr. Snake Doctor, what's up? Balance Gaming, what's up? Shut up, Meg, what's up? I keep forgetting you said you're from Portugal. Hey, appreciate the support, Meg. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, let's definitely get into this, man. So there's I got some big announcements to make for you guys here on the channel. So on the big announcements, and I'm shocked that I'm even saying this, especially with the craze that's going around for Death Stranding. I know a lot of people are literally on the throats of journalists right now when it comes to game reviews and whatnot. Well, I said this on the RHD podcast. Some of you probably didn't catch it because I kind of said it super fast. And it was kind of just out of left field. Some of you probably don't even know what it means. So let me go ahead and break it down. So I stated that the channel on the RHD podcast was officially not really sponsored, but the channel is officially approved for PR. Now, PR, it stands for private relations. I was actually told a few things for a few particular games, and I've actually been given the honor of actually reviewing a lot of games now here on this channel. So basically, going forward with the channel, I know a lot of you guys really like my gaming reviews. A lot of you guys really wanted me to do more coverage on games like I used to back in the day. Well, the big news for you guys now for that particular aspect is that the channel is not only approved of this, so I'm getting these games literally thrown at me to review for you guys, but also everything will be, you know, done in my particular format. So whether it be a standalone video, if I got time for it, or I'll do a live stream like this, and what I'll do, I'll have the actual game playing, and we'll go over the talking points and whatnot. I actually told them when I was talking about the games, when we were in the not really meeting, but when I was describing how I would review the games, I told them, listen, I will do, you know, reviews, whether it be through the regular video format, or I would do it in a live format like you guys are seeing here. I'll have the video playing, etc. And that way I can answer your guys' questions about the game as well through Q&A. Now, that's something I'm really excited for. That's going to be dope. Lots of opportunities have just opened up in that regard. So best believe you're going to see a lot of reviews from me, a lot more insight on a few games. So that's going to be dope. I'm hyped for that. Definitely excited for that. I want to say thank you to everybody in this chat room, everybody who's been joining us on the RGD podcast, everybody who's just been showing this mad support and love. I appreciate y'all for making this happen or allowing this to happen. It has been a long journey with this channel. I've been, I've been in a constant flux, to be honest with you. I've been going from X amount of things, and this is a big, big deal for the channel going forward. So I'm hyped for this. So thank you guys for that. Now, on the topics of game reviews, what's up, Dave? Let's oh, you about to have some T-bones. Okay, I see you. Let's see. Haven't got Death Stranding yet. Been looking at reviews. Yeah, we're going to get into those in a second. Mr. Sean, what's up, brother? But, so, on terms of game journalists, you already know how I review games. I give you my honest opinion. So that's not going to change. It's going to be upfront like always. I tell it how it is. I remember Deuce was giving Gears of War 5 bad reviews, saying, "Oh, it's just Gears," and I'm like, "Did you play Gears 5?" Gears 5 is good in many aspects, man. But I agree. I definitely agree that some games do need to evolve, but I do think a lot of people tend to take their, not necessarily their proper reviews out here. They kind of just take their preference, whether it be the PlayStation or whatever, and they apply that to the review. That's not really how you should do a review. You should do a review if you actually enjoyed the game and you actually, are willing to at least be fair with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a lot of viewers doing that, but best believe you will get that from yours truly, hands down. I promise you that. What's up? What's up, Knight? How you doing? Yuzuka Knight, what's going on? Good to see you. Mr. Merc 305, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. Tell us about Death Stranding. All right, so I didn't get a whole bunch of details for Death Stranding. I was told a few things. I'm not gonna tell you who, but shout out to him. He knows who he is. Appreciate you, my brother. So this is what I was told about the game before we even got to the reviews. I kind of already knew that there was going to be a point type system that would grade you on your journey from point A to point B. I knew you were going to have to plant your routes to get there to your objective. And of course, many aspects of the game were going to be limited. For example, if you're going up a hill, and let's say you only have one of those little, I forgot what they're called, but the things you go on the ground and you use to rappel down. Let's say you only have one of those, but you have to get up the hill. And the only way for you to get up the hill is that you would have to hypothetically use a ladder. If you didn't have the ladder, you're kind of screwed to going around that particular route. So you would have to replan your route and go a longer way to get to your destination. Now, the point system in Death Stranding is depending on a few things, whether it be your speed in which you deliver the packages, or of course the overall quality of the said packages. So if the packages are damaged or if you lost any in your journey, obviously, you're going to get a lower score in your grading of your journey. What's cool about Death Stranding, though, is the online portion about this when everything's legit connected. Now, I'm going to go into detail of this when I eventually get the game and review it for you. I'm hyped to review that. But in terms of the overall online aspect and how things are going with Death Stranding in general, Death Stranding, if somebody, let's say you drop the package, like I just said earlier, right? Somebody in the world in the online portion can actually find your package and actually basically pick it up and have use of it. Whether it be a ladder that you left in the world, it can be a package that you forgot, because you probably were running from marauders. They can find it and literally take it and, basically, get the points for it or use it to help them on their journey. And ironically, it will still be there in your world, if I'm not mistaken. The motorcycles and stuff like that, again, as you progress, you get access to that type of stuff. Those right there as well. You can find those in the world. And you'll also find even more cool stuff in the world, like charger stations for the batteries of the bike. You'll find shelters that you can use to rest up, and all that stuff. So it's a lot of cool aspects that they've done to really connect you with players. And that's kind of what the whole thing is. So I kind of knew about half the stuff for the game. When it finally gets to reviews, again, I'm going to have to review it myself. But, oh yeah, best believe. Now, let's talk about these review scores and whatnot. I see a lot of people really are upset with, what's up, Metal Gear, what's going on? I see a lot of people upset about the review scores. No, let's be honest here, man. Let's definitely be honest here. Review scores, at the end of the day, review scores are opinions. That's all it is. Our opinions on games are going to differ from one another. You guys might like a game that I might personally despise. I might not be feeling a certain game when I play. You know what I'm saying? You might be feeling it, but I personally might not be feeling it. It's just how it is. It's the law of the jungle at this current point in time. Some of you guys might actually be hyped for, let's say, Neo 2. I'm hyped for Neo 2 as well. That game's fire, but I might not be hyped. But again, I might not be hyped for Neo 2. Your opinion of a game should not be resting upon it really should not be in the hands of somebody else who is just paid to do this. You know what I'm saying? They're paid to play these games. Now, I'm surprised people forgot about this. You guys remember the situation with Cuphead? And the developer where he stated that Cuphead was a hard game. It was a tough game to play, but the reality was he couldn't even get out the tutorial level. And this dude gave Cuphead a low score because the game was, quote-unquote, too hard to play. That right there is why I don't understand why people are just so entwined with the review scores. Now, granted, I think I know why, but also it comes with a price. What's up, Dreadpool? Good to see you. But it comes with a price. With everything with the review scores, with everything going around, again, it comes with a price. If you are this entwined with the whole review scores, then you should know that every time you hype up a review score, there's always going to be that one or two games that come out that are just not going to be either engaging or not going to be that amazing. That's just the law of the jungle at this point. There have been too many games that have dropped this gen that have not necessarily reached that 90 threshold, and yet they're dope. I can name quite a few off the bat. Gears of War 5 is definitely one of them. I like Gears of War 5. I thought it was dope. I love the story aspect. Wasn't really into the whole multiplayer, to keep it 100 with you. I'm not really into that multiplayer like that. But if you're into the multiplayer, I'm pretty sure you will enjoy Gears 5. The Order 1886 didn't even score an 80, I don't think. Or it probably scored less than an 80. Loved that game. Game was dope. That's one of my favorite games. That's one of the main games I keep talking about a sequel because I see potential in that type of game. You know what I'm saying? I see potential in that. So I think you get the point. Review scores should not be your main thing going forward in terms of how you perceive a game. If you look at the game strictly off the review score, right? I've seen people say, oh, Death Stranding is going to be X amount of things. I'm like, okay, cool. That means this guy's probably going to buy the collector's edition. As soon as the review score said, oh, this game is trash, it looks like a typical, looks like a typical game that I've seen before in the past. And it's like, but where was the support that you gave to it last week? You stated the game was dope. And it's like, oh, not because it's exclusive. You want to say it sucks. It's bad. It's bad that people really have their minds so locked into these review scores. It doesn't make sense to me. Read this chat. getTHISwork, what's up? Hey Don, how you doing? What y'all refer back to? You will not let that go, will you, Spar? You just not let that go. What's up, brother? What's in here? It's bad and so many negative. Oh, I definitely agree on that. OBJ in the building. What's up, brother? Good to see you. So, anyway, continuing. Why am I stopping? So, review scores again. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand the craze. I don't understand it at all. One thing that I definitely want people to do is keep the same energy. If I remember correctly, what's up, Chris? My bad, bro. I didn't see you. What's up? But one thing I definitely want you guys to do is keep that same set energy. When it comes to certain reviewers, IGN in particular, if I remember correctly, IGN wasn't credible to a lot of gamers not too long ago. Now, were they? They weren't too credible. Could have sworn they weren't too credible to a lot of people. They weren't. Now all of a sudden, IGN is the most credible thing ever, and they're like, oh, they degraded Kojima's masterpiece. Listen, let me hit you guys up with a little bit of, or not really just knowledge, but let me hit you up with a little bit of facts about Big Cloud, aka Ryan, the professional. If you go back to old days of this channel. I stopped taking IGN's legit review seriously after they gave Evolve a 10 out of 10. Yeah. That was the last time I took any review from them seriously. That is how out of touch I thought IGN was with their reviews. IGN does not make sense to me in many aspects. Another reason why I stopped taking IGN in particular seriously is the fact that IGN clearly does not even beta test these games. They don't look at these games for what they are. All they do is mouth off at the mouth and they read from a spreadsheet. That's all IGN does when it comes to their reviews. You don't believe me? Tell me the difference between their Call of Duty reviews from each iteration. I want y'all to tell me the difference between their Call of Duty reviews from iteration to iteration. You can't spot a difference. And here's the sad part. I can spot the differences completely. Every single time. They don't even use the same, they don't even use the same Call of Duty guy. Y'all remember that dude Bobia, who used to be annoying as hell? He used to do live streams for IGN. He used to always live stream Call of Duty. He thought he was a beast. He actually sucked, but he thought he was a beast in Call of Duty, right? He was the main guy they had in charge of Call of Duty reviews. They removed him and completely made it randomized. It can be a female reviewing COD at 1 week. The next week it can be a dude. All that. They don't even have a structure for this anymore. And it seems like all they do with their particular review for Call of Duty, it just go off of stuff that we've already known it for. One of the main things they talk about in the positives is the multiplayer. But I'm like, the multiplayer has always been the most frustrating thing about the COD franchise. Sure, single player can be a little annoying too because it can be lackluster. I agree. But let's be real here. The main thing that brings us the most dread in Call of Duty has been and always will be the multiplayer. And the reason why is because of how half-assed it is. This year's iteration of Call of Duty is no exception. One of my favorite YouTubers at that time during the Call of Duty craze, and I stopped actually watching them because I fell out of love with the COD franchise. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really a COD fan anymore. But my homie Mark of J came out of retirement pretty much and basically destroyed the Call of Duty Modern Warfare game. This man came out of retirement and basically told you it's meh, it's trash. Do not listen to these people. They didn't listen to nobody. I'm like, wow. The whole time I'm saying in the back of my head, I'm like, well, if he's saying this, right, a dude who legit is good at the game, where's Allier? You know, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Where's Allier at? I thought Allier would be the first one to talk about this as well. Nope. Allier, nowhere to be found. Okay, where's Drifter? Drifter, nowhere to be found. And I'm like, wow. And y'all remember, Drifter was one of the main dudes who be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, yet he's nowhere to be found for COD Modern Warfare. If I remember correctly, SS Sniper Wolf. I mean, she don't need Call of Duty no more. She basically got her own thing now. She got other stuff she can get views off of. But let's be real here. SS Sniper Wolf. She represents the women of the COD community. Remember that? She is not even up front anymore. She's quiet. I wonder why. This goes to show, man. It goes to show. A lot of people do not want to be honest. Honesty does not flow well in that particular community. It doesn't flow well. Mr. Decepticon, what's up? What's in the chat? I missed. If I missed you, what's up? What's up? I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay on topic here. But you know, they don't want to be upfront, man. They don't want to be upfront. So when I see people complaining about IGN reviews, my response is pretty simple. Why are we complaining about IGN? Since when do we care about IGN or their opinion of games? You know? Since when? And yeah, I heard that. So I heard the campaign was dope. I heard a lot of good things about the campaign, so that's good. At least they delivered on that front. That's good. Good job for them on delivering on that front. But in terms of that multiplayer, I'm not hearing anything from that game that's redeeming at all, and that's sad. Sure, they're giving you free maps this time around, but it's like, is it worth it? Is it worth it when the core gameplay mechanics, the main said gameplay mechanics that we stated before have not even been fixed or tweaked at this point. It's still the same stuff. You shoot somebody, you get 5 hit markers, you think they're gonna drop. Within like half of a frame, you're dead. And it's like, I don't get that. If I play another shooter that's kind of like COD, like a twist shooter, y'all remember that game Mag? That Mag game, I didn't run into that type of problem. Never ran into that problem. If I legit died, it was either based off of skill or because I missed my shots. The Last of Us, what you guys are looking at now. If I died in a gunfight, it was either because of one or two things. One, I missed my shots, or two, I legit got outgunned. Or maybe I'm getting shot from somewhere else. But, you get the point. Y'all know how The Last of Us works. Gunplay in the COD franchise has not been good. Has not been good. And that brings us up here to, where we are now. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you. Oh, don't worry. I'll go over it again. We got more people in here. Actually, let me do this. Actually, no, I already did it, but I think I already did it. Anyway. Let me put this off the side. Okay. But again, y'all seen how it is when it comes to game reviews. Y'all see how it is. Now let's get into Death Stranding. Death Stranding has gone through a lot of interesting mood swings. The game was praised one week. Everybody stated they were hyped for it. They were on their feet for it. As soon as the announcement came that it was going to be coming to PC eventually, dudes immediately flip-flopped on this game, stated that the game was, not their type of game now. Oh, I'm not going to support it. It's not exclusive. Just X amount of things, X amount of comments. And that right there led to probably one of the funniest weeks that I've seen in a long time. Because it's like, so not only are we letting game reviews dictate what we spend our money on, but we're also going into the realm, right, of not even trying games because, it's not exclusive to my particular platform. I don't understand that mindset. I just don't understand that mindset. I'm completely lost for words when it comes to that particular mindset. I'm lost. But I guess it's where we're at, man. I guess that's where we're at this point in time. Is my phone going off? Yeah, my phone's going off. I don't know why my phone's going off. Okay, whatever. But yeah, we're lost in that particular mindset. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. If you don't want, if you're interested in the game, buy the game, play for yourself. Don't let nobody else dictate how you play, man. Don't ever do that. You'll miss out on gems. If I did that, I never would experience the Order 1886. That's just a cold hard fact. I would never experience the Order 1886. And I enjoyed the Order 1886. That game right there is, if any game needs a sequel, I mean, God, Knack got a sequel. If any game needs a second chance of redemption, it's the Order 1886. Trust me. But to go over that particular thing before I get into, I guess you say, my little rant about this now. Right now I'm being calm about it, but I got to get into the rant portion of this. Now, to the people who are here, the people that just jumped in, again, let me go over the good news for the channel going forward. Appreciate y'all spread this around. This is going to be dope. I can't wait to get into this. Actually, I can literally start right now if I want. So I announced this on the RGT podcast. I kind of was like a little blunt about it, but I was like, yeah, I heard about little things about Death Stranding because I'm in PR. The channel has officially been approved for PR. I am now in that particular department now when it comes to games. For those of you that are unfamiliar with that, or what PR stands for when it comes to games, PR stands for public relations. I am now officially in that. I have access to a bunch of games I'll be able to review, give you guys honest opinions on. I will be doing that on the channel, whether it be through live streams like this, so I might have the game actually play, and I'll probably do that for indie titles. I'll probably do that for smaller titles just to give, you know, those developers even more eyes on their product. I might do that. So I will have game reviews like that live stream. I'll go over the talking points, you know, break them down for y'all like I did Gears of War 5. I'll do that type of you know, review live. I also got you know, we'll be doing the videos in general, so bigger projects, all that jazz, yes, we'll still continue, and I'm hyped for it. I'm definitely hyped for it. Another thing that is definitely happening too, and I forgot to announce this, the channel, and I can't believe this actually happened. Now, I remember I see people get these all the time. Dudes was legit being persistent in my DMs about this, so it's going to be interesting how this works, but I'm definitely going to be looking into this. The channel has its first ever legit product review request, so dudes demand that I check this out. So I don't know how you guys would feel about me being or reviewing this particular thing. Basically, it's for a controller, especially for a controller. It's a new thing for a controller. I'm probably going to review it. I'll probably not necessarily be on camera. You'll see in my hands disassembling this thing and putting it together and see if this actually is worth it. But they actually want me to review it. I don't want to say exactly what it is. I want to save it. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in product reviews. I haven't done one in a long ass time. I kind of feel like I lost my edge on product reviews. I haven't done one in so long. So there's that. That was offered on the channel. So that's pretty cool. But as far as like the main thing for the channel, oh yeah, gaming. Oh yeah, we definitely doing what we need to do here, and that's gaming here. So that's the big it's one of the big updates coming here. So expect a lot of stuff on this channel. Expect a lot of things to drop. It could be, I'm probably going to try to get a schedule going where I can get a review out for you guys like once a week, especially if it's not like necessarily a huge title. I would like to do something like that. That way I can have something to upload. Let's say there's not really a crazy busy news week. I know how like I go. I usually don't report on stuff unless it's accurate. I don't like to just throw stuff out there. My homie Foxy made a good point. It's not about being the first. It's about being accurate, not about being who's first. So that's kind of what I've been doing. So I know a lot of people ask me like, where's the crazy videos? I haven't dropped them because I wait for more confirmation. I don't want to just throw videos out there. I've seen dudes do that, and all it does is lead to mixed results. You know, before you know it, you're gonna be saying X amount of things. I saw videos dudes were sharing with me on Twitter saying how the Scarlet and the PS5 are going to use two different architectures or going to use two different GPUs, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I'll wait on this one. You know, I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to report that. Not just yet. But, you know, it just, how that is. What's up, video game lover? What's up? The platform, our family over there. What's up? Mr. Blue, what's up? Heath. Billy, Adi, what's up? And say yeah, sure, as long as they're unbiased. Oh yeah, definitely. I can't do that if I wanted to, man. I could do that if I wanted to in terms of being unbiased. I can't for when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah. But I'm definitely gonna be doing that. It's gonna be cool. I gotta hit them back up. They were waiting for my reply, so I figured I'd announce that here first before I do anything. Let's see, what else was there for the whole thing? So again, that's going to be happening. Changes in that regard. New, more than likely, the format is going to stay the same for the podcast and whatnot. But I'm probably going to be doing a few things in terms of upgrading. Definitely upgrade a few things. Don crazy. Don's crazy. Shout out to Don, aka Crazy Don. Oh, dude, if it works, great. Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about when I get it here. I just gotta hit them up. Just stay tuned for that video. I'll definitely be dropping that. I got to hit her back up as soon as the stream is done. So I'll hit her up. But oh yeah, I'm talking super cheap. I'm talking less than $20 type of cheap. So yeah. If it's good, it's a game changer. If it's not really a game changer. But we will definitely find out when we get into that particular review of it. All right. So now that I've talked about that, what the channel and what I'm going to be doing going forward, again, excited for it. Obviously, gaming news is still going to be a thing. I'm going to cover everything that needs to be covered, embrace everything here on the channel, but I'm also still going to be doing a little bit more. I'm going to be doing more. You leaving for Mixer? No. Oh, I'm glad you know, it's funny. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you even mentioned Mixer. I keep forgetting to announce this. We created a Twitch channel for the RGT podcast. Now, how this is going to work, we were planning on doing some other stuff for the RGT podcast, for example, like after shows, or we're just going to do gameplay. Now, this particular Twitch channel is going to be, it's not really going to just be accessible to me. It's going to be accessible to a few people, quite a few people. I know Craig was interested in streaming. Obviously, Pablo was interested in streaming on it. We had, who else was in it? Carlos. So, you know, we're going to have a lot of people stream on the actual channel. And, you know, you guys can go there if you guys want to support or just, you know, just chill and hang out with us a little longer. We were thinking about doing that. Just like a crazy stream. Just crazy stream. You know, talk about not necessarily gaming, but other stuff outside of gaming on that particular thing. We're going to call that the RGT Live. And that's actually a thing now. We have that already made. I just haven't actually put it on the channel yet because I was still working on some stuff. And we did make one for Mixture as well, too. Will the time change affect tonight's video with Fossey Games UK? Tell you the truth, he's actually been better with his time. He actually's been very, very open. He's been good with his time. I think he's like, what, a few hours ahead now? They like adjust the clock for like an hour or something like that. So I think he's good, but I'll hit him up on the channel for sure if I need to tell him, you know, what time it needs to be. But I think he's got the time down pat, to be honest with you, because he got it down pat last time. He was like 30 minutes early, but he pretty much got the time good right there. So I think everything's fine. Shouldn't have no problems with the show later on today. Shouldn't have no problems. Let's see. Death Stranding is getting turned into a novel in Japan. Yep, I heard about that. I definitely heard about that. Let's see. Oh, it's an hour difference. Okay. So yeah, he'll be good. He'll be good. No, I didn't even know. I had to look. I had to look back. Clock 1 hour. Okay, cool. So yeah, he's fine. I'm not worried about that. Not worry about it. You'll still see us on Gamer Couch later on today. You just won't see me on Scumcast today because, ironically, Scumcast is not happening this week because Luca, shout out to Luca, the homie right there, that's my best friend. Luca is actually out with family. She's actually enjoying herself, so, you know. And that kind of makes you want to bring me back to a point, you know. I had a guest on here not too long ago. I know you guys remember, for those of you that watched the actual interview, there was Damian Prosolendis. Now, Damian Prosolendis and video games have a rocky past. I remember his video that went viral on his channel. He called video games bad. He stated that you're a loser if you like them. He even stated if you like anime, you're a loser, or vice versa. Now, I legit talked to dude. Had a legit interview. I welcomed him with open arms to a gaming interview. And I see his true intentions come out. Now, his true intentions, though I do not agree with the message on how he put it out there, saying that you're a loser, vice versa, if you talk about video games, I do agree with what he said before. You should be looking for ways to improve yourself and just be a better person, as opposed to just sitting here, you know, talking about fictional console wars. You know what I'm saying? I see more people put more effort, time, and energy into the whole console war stuff, rather than, spend more time with your family or going out there. You know what I'm saying? You should be better. You should better yourself. And that's what we were talking about too. A lot of people don't understand what we were talking about when we were talking about mental improvements. Yeah, we're talking about that. Being mentally stronger. You know what I'm saying? Going out there and just being better, being a better you. You don't necessarily have to just, follow a trend that a lot of people do on the internet. You could do you and still, talk about whatever you want to talk about. So that's what that kind of interview kind of turned into. And it was a good talk. It was a good, legit, grown conversation. And I think more people need to think about that type of stuff, man. A lot of people spend too much time on Twitter looking for ways to troll rather than just playing their games and enjoying their hobby. There you go. Watch football. There you go. Watch football. Do something. Spend some time with the family. Take a few days off here and there. I remember Mez told me that. Ryan was like, Mez was like, Ryan, you need to just take a few days away from internet, man. Just go outside, go chill. And ironically, that's what we kind of do. I've been even more laid back. In the Discord, you notice that we be in here in the open chat all the time. I gotta make two separate ones at this point, but I be talking with Ace, aka Caraba, who was on the show on Friday. Shout out to Ace and Big Money. But I be talking to Ace, I be talking to Lobo, everybody. We be talking about AEW. We just chill, man. We chill. I'm surprised more people are not doing that. Y'all not just enjoying other stuff aside from gaming. I see more people just put more effort into the whole console war joint. It just doesn't flow well. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, leave it alone. Leave that man alone, Danny. That dude was nervous. I mean, don't get me wrong. After everything dude stated before in the past, I'll be nervous too. But again, I wasn't even trying to do that. I even told you, I was like, listen, this is gonna be an interview about a few things, not even about gaming. And yeah, y'all know me. I'm a man of my word. I just tell it how it is. So that's what happened with that interview. Exactly, Decepticon. Spend time with your kids. If you have kids, spend time with your kids. There's too many kids walking around like, where's my dad? Little does he know, his dad's probably on the internet, damage controlling for a multi-billion-dollar company at this rate. I just don't understand. I don't understand the mentality of some people. I just don't understand it. Anyway, good Lord, this whole week had just been interesting. I remember I told you, I was like, well, this is an interesting ass week. First review scores don't matter. Then they matter. A game that was praised from a mountaintop all of a sudden is trash because it's no longer exclusive. Kojima's a fraud because he quote unquote supposedly used Sony to fund his game. It's just like, yo, y'all putting too much effort into this console war joint. Just play your games. Trust me. Take a week off from social media. Take a week off from the YouTube world, and then come back. And you tell me if you were not in a better mental stability, mental health outside the internet when you came back to this shit. I have been making less uploads than I possibly can make, but that's because I was making, doing other stuff on the side. But I've seen more people that I've used to follow on YouTube. Some people I still follow, but they don't even upload anymore because they just, not necessarily because the YouTube was broken, because it kind of is, but they lost the passion for it because YouTube is just not the same. Viewers haven't been the same for a lot of people. A lot of people just been more just obsessed with, this whole, other aspects as opposed to what matters, and that's the gaming. And it has affected so many people, man. Affected so many people. And you just see more and more of them just disappear. And it's like, damn. Like, for example, who used to watch Alpha Omega Sin? That was my dude right there. Dude was one of the funniest, and still is one of the funniest YouTubers that I've ever seen. Hardly uploads anymore. And granted, he has a kid, but this dude made time for YouTube. He made time for y'all and me and everybody, right? This dude went all out on his channel to make sure y'all got some good laughs and some good views out of it. He was on another level. This dude was on cloud 9 with his channel. Pretty much hardly uploads. My homie Shokio, he mostly does live streams, which are pretty good. I see what he's doing. He's doing live streams, he's just gaming, but he barely uploads anymore. You know what I'm saying? He barely uploads. Another dude I'm super cool with, Bond. Bond barely uploads anymore, and y'all know when Bond uploads, y'all in for a treat. When he uploads, he just, it's either gonna be about drama or whatever. He'll just talk about whatever. CSAs, no talk to CSA, so I'm not sure if he's doing that anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I don't blame him. I don't blame him for not putting the same energy into YouTube like he did before, because quite frankly, things have just changed. For a lot of people, it just changed. It's not the same. Mr. Video, what's up? Welcome. Good to see you. You went off of that JW. That is true, but you cannot deny that man was not funny as hell. Blue. That's what I looked at. I looked at him as an entertaining dude. He was just funny. Hilarious. Let's see. Well, I'll go. I already explained it, but I'll definitely explain it again in a minute. And who else? Who else is in here? We heard exclusives, not just playing. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what to really say in that regard, Craig. I mean, I talked to you about this personally when I did my review for Gears of War 5. It's like honesty. Honesty is something a lot of people just do not want. They don't want it. I remember there was a manhunt to anybody who was pretty much giving Gears of War 5 good reviews. You remember that? Pretty much, if you gave Gears of War 5 good reviews, you're basically telling them that you don't want innovation. But I'm like, if you play Gears of War 5, you can clearly see that they innovated on quite a few aspects with the game. It's not necessarily game-changing, but they've done some new stuff, and it actually does fit naturally in the game. It's not a bad game. But dudes act like, oh, you can't talk about Gears positively. It's like, yes, you can. You can talk about any game positively, especially if you are enjoying that game. You know what I'm saying? Any of you can do that. But it just, dudes want to be in their little bubble, man. They want to be told what they want to be told. Oh, my game is this because, and it's like, oh, because PlayStation has this or Xbox has that. I don't get it. Dudes got mad at me because I brought up a point that Danny likes to bring up on his podcast, The Platform. I was like, yo, this is one of the best PC ports I've ever played. Dudes got mad because I said that. It's like, guys, listen, I own more than one platform. I'm on just more than just the PlayStation. I'm on PC as well. So I can play these Xbox games if they're on the PC. I don't own the Xbox anymore because I don't see really a value for me to own the Xbox. And it's going to take a lot of convincing from Microsoft to convince me to even buy a Scarlet at this point. Because let's be real here, they're giving the A-lister treatment to PC as of right now. They're rolling out the red carpet for PC gamers. Every game is literally day one. They're giving it full-fledged upgrades, all that. It's like, well, and that's the case, especially since I have a capable PC, I don't really need the hardware now, do I? So I don't really see a point in me owning the Xbox, from this point forward. So that's just how I've been. That's how I feel. But some people like to be on that bubble, man. Let me see here. Yeah. See, I can't even comment on the multiplayer of that game, Shadow. I didn't even get into it. I played the single player, moved on. That's basically what I was in it for, the single player. What's up, Bray? Good to see you. PC love is real from Microsoft. Yeah, it is. It's real. That's really, really real. I'm feeling the effects. I am feeling it. If all games are going, if Gears of War 5 is an explanation of what we're going to be getting like from this point forward in terms of optimization, because keep in mind that game was the most optimized game ever when it came to the PC, aspect. It was the most optimized. It's going to be interesting. Definitely interesting. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see going forward. We'll definitely see going forward. I'll see if I can review those if I get the opportunity, for sure. Let me just add this to it, and I'll get back to the good news, and I will shut the stream down for those of you that are just joining. So let's get into this little rant here. I see people getting mad at IGN's, not just a review, but there was a little snippet of a podcast they did, and they were talking about how Death Stranding was, it doesn't really tell you where it goes, like tell you where to go and whatnot. And a lot of people think that these are the guys that actually reviewed the game. Now, IGN, despite me not agreeing with their actual reviews, IGN does do a good job of separating who actually legit did the review. For example, they'll say their name, you'll see their name in the bottom right of the screen, and you'll know that that's the person who reviewed the game, whether it be, you know, female, male, whatever, right? They tell you right there in the bottom of the screen. These guys who did the actual podcast did not review the game. They were just talking about from their personal experience. I do agree, though, that, you know, if a game is getting a low score because it doesn't quote unquote tell you where to go, then that's kind of bad. I remember dudes were giving, Control, you know, bad credit because Control didn't really tell you where to go supposedly. And it's like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Okay, come on. We don't need to go out like that. No, do we? Do we really need to go out like that? No, we don't need to go out like that. So, again, I don't understand the rage. I see it on Twitter. It's like, guys, just calm down. Look at it from look at it outside the console war. You will get your answer right there. The answer is right in front of you. First of all, there was no need for anybody to be upset to begin with because both sides, you know, weren't even involved. These guys that were doing this little podcast were just talking through their personal experience of playing the game. That's it. That's it. I don't get it. Nobody reads IGN. That is true. The only time you ever see me go to IGN is either for a few things. Number one, if I want to see, like, let's say they got like exclusive access to a certain game, right? I've been looking forward to it. Let's say like a few minutes of gameplay. I'll go there for that. I'll go to their actual channels for like trailers. If I missed a trailer somewhere, I'll go for a trailer. I'll go there for E3, Gamescom, whatever, if they're live. And that's about it. But most of the time, I don't even go there for the events because, you know, y'all already know we cover them here live regardless. So we still go over them here ourselves. We pretty much have turned to our own thing. We don't even watch it. But, you know, keep in mind, I would go there for, like, you know, snippets of information from it. That's it. That's pretty much it. I never looked at IGN as a credible review site, especially with the Call of Duty craze. And just the fact that so many other games got swept under the rug for what? Other games like this? Nah, it's not worth it. You know, it's not a credible site to me. It never has been a credible site to me. Or a crazy credible site. But hey, you can't knock their hustle, I guess, right? Can't knock their hustle. They're doing good. You know, somebody's going to be like, hey, they're doing this. What are you doing? It's like, touche, right? That's all they're going to say. Yeah, exactly. Trailers. IGN first segments like that. Yeah, see? Some of y'all watch it for different reasons, but I just watch it for the trailers. I watch it for the first early access. I watch it for, if I'm not streaming the event, right? Like, for example, XO18 or whatever, I'll watch it there, you know? Hopefully XO19 is redeeming. I was like, the last EXO was not anything to write home about, but hopefully that is redeeming. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Yeah, they need to be good. Need to be good for sure. Definitely need to be good. Yeah. That is pretty much it. I think I went through it. You know, I'm not even upset. Speaking logically about the stuff, a lot of people getting upset for nothing. And that's what happens when you spend too much time on the internet. You tend to get triggered over every little thing when you spend too much time on the internet, people. My advice for you guys, for those of you who do this a lot, just play some games, man. Ignore the social media for a little bit if you need to. Take a personal day, man. Take a personal day. My homie JD from New York took a personal day today. Why can't you? Take a personal day. Play some games. Enjoy your hobby. It's sad when I see people, look at their hobby like a war as opposed to enjoying their hobby. That's the tough part. That's where it's hard to, just to swallow, right? That's the hard pill to swallow. It's like y'all take y'all hobby and y'all use it as this little, just little tool just to piss people off with. It's like, nah, y'all going at this the wrong way. They're supposed to bring us together or at least bring joy to your lives. So, can we get back to that, please? Can we, please? I'm saying. Shit, we already did some damn, we already made history on the channel anyway with my homie Big Money. For those of you that have been following me in this channel for a while, back when I did other podcast, I remember me and him got into it to the point where it was like, dog, I hate this fool. I don't want nothing to do with this fool. And yet, literally, I guess you say a miracle happened on the latest podcast. You know what I'm saying? It brought back those old school feels. Everybody was together talking game. I highly recommend you guys check the RGT this week. Y'all be shocked at how well the show went, how well the show was. Shout out to y'all for making that what it is. I do appreciate y'all every Friday. Y'all should have mad love to this channel. Best believe I will continue to do that. I will continue to do my best here on this channel. It's a little tough. I understand it's tough to move on to more positive things, especially when it comes to this community. But once you find that perfect balance, guys, when you find that perfect balance, you tend to not want to go back to anywhere else. You just want to continue on that path because it's much more rewarding it feels. And that's what it's been for me, So I'll definitely be in touch with some other stuff on this channel. Product reviews are definitely going to be happening from what I'm looking at. So shout out to y'all for making that happen, as well as the reviews for games in general. Thank y'all. I do appreciate it. It has been one hell of a journey, and I'm looking forward to see where everything else goes from this point forward. Thank y'all so much for everything. It's just been it's been a treat. It really has been a treat. Gaming news, like I said before, I know a lot of you were tweeting at me gaming news. Some of this gaming news I already knew about and I talked about on the channel. And like we said on RGT, you're going to see a lot of these, journalists, quote unquote, start tweeting about this stuff that we've already talked about on RGT. So if that's not a reason for you to check out RGT, you might want to check out some of these shows, because we broke half this stuff, if not all of it, before it even got to where it is here. Let's see. I'm always, yeah, I know, Don, you're always there. Shout out to you. Hella peeps in chat. Oh, you already know. Platform. You already know, brother. You already know. Free games. Well, pretty much, but it comes at a price. I would have to review it and give an honest opinion. But at this point, I can request certain ones as well. But best believe you're going to see a lot of that. I'm just going to be doing a lot of that, man. I'm going to really try my best to grind like I did back in the day. But it's not really going to be just the whole gaming news thing. It's going to be more than just that. I'm going to be reviewing a lot of stuff. And, it's about that. I understand gaming news, yeah, it's saturated, and I do get the message a lot. You're like, Ryan, I'm tired of hearing about this. And it's like, I understand, trust me. Gaming news is definitely oversaturated, especially when you got people putting out 14 videos and don't even add no context to the damn video. They add no context to the articles. I've seen dudes go off of rants off of articles, and I'm like, if you read the fine print, it tells you why they're not doing that. People use articles nowadays as just a means to push this fanboy agenda. You won't find that here. Instead, you will find the complete opposite. It's something that I'm striving for. It's something that I'm motivated for. It's something that I'm very proud of that this channel has achieved. And I just want to say thank y'all again for allowing me to do this. Shout out to Mr. Boom. You know what I'm saying? For those of you in the Xbox community who've been hitting us up and coming by, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Best believe Xbox reviews are going to come to this channel. Now the channel has got this honor of being in the PR. And again, wouldn't have got here if it wasn't for you. I didn't do anything. I'm just a normal guy behind a microphone, behind an avatar. Y'all make everything possible. And it's sad more people don't say it, don't say this, but it's the truth. Y'all make this possible. So, with everything that's happening, man, I'm just hyped. I'm excited. Definitely cannot wait. Yeah, tactical shotgun. That just goes to show how pay to win this game is. But, and this is old. This is old. This is old gameplay, by the way. It's not even new gameplay. This is old. I haven't played this game in a minute. I've mostly been on Assassin's Creed. That's old. Yeah, that's tactical. But yeah, tough to finish every game. Well, that is true. That is true. Definitely true. That's where I gotta take my time. I don't want to burn myself out, but you're gonna get a lot of that from me for sure. Did you get my message in Discord? Which one? I replied to a message to you a while ago, but that was it. You talking about recently? No, there's no recent message in here. I replied to your last message. I think with Xbox that I want them to compete. Absolutely. We all want them to compete. When we get proper competition between both sides, we have balance. You know what I'm saying? You got perfect balance. So the Microsoft that I want going into next generation, and y'all already know, this is something that's always going to happen at the start of the gym with Microsoft. They go all out at the start, but it's like they always lose steam towards the end. I want them to break that cycle because the Xbox 360, I'm talking back when Microsoft had their foot on Sony's neck during the whole PlayStation 3 debacle, right? They brought out the best years of PlayStation. Some of the best years of PlayStation. Sony was just dropping banger after banger after banger to counter it. And, that's the Microsoft that we need right now. We need Sony to not get cocky. We need Sony to not get, comfortable. Now, we need them to constantly feel that pressure so they can continue to drop those bangers. That's how you push somebody to succeed. It's all about motivation. You motivate somebody to legit do their best when you just constantly put that pressure on them. That's what Sony needs at this point. And granted, Sony has been doing great even without it, but let's be real. They could have been a lot faster with some of these announcements. Don't y'all agree? Some of these announcements could have been 5 times faster. And the reason why they haven't been 5 times faster in terms of something simple like a title card or gameplay is because they don't have the pressure on their backs. Nintendo's not going to give them that pressure. Nintendo is not even trying to compete at this point. Nintendo's trying to do their own thing and trying to make history in their own said way. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're doing That's why they're doing hybrid consoles, or pretty much they're dropping handhelds that can, connect to the TV. That's basically what Nintendo's doing. Nintendo's doing their own thing there. That's why Nintendo's behind drastically in certain aspects, because they're not competing on that front. They're doing other things. So that's what Nintendo's at. Let's see here. Shit. If y'all want another example why competition creates quality, yeah, that's right, Danny. Look at the WWE games. The latest 2K game, WWE 2K20, is an abomination on a disc. You tell me the last time we had a game that was this bad in terms of quality for a AAA developer. You tell me. People saying, well, they had to redo the code. Okay, if you have to redo the code and the game was doing X amount of things, and you're saying that the creator belt and everything like that was creating glitches with the game, right? Why not delay the game and do a quality review? You make sure you overhaul this and put out a quality product. I'll tell you why they rushed it. Because there's nobody else to compete with them for the quality standard of a wrestling game. THQ no longer makes games, or is no longer a publisher like they were before. Ukes is no longer making the WWE games, but there have been reports supposedly they want to make a new wrestling game. And there's a certain company that just risen to the top as of late, and that's AEW. I would be shocked if AEW got their own wrestling game this early in the game. I'll be shocked. If wrestling's not really your cup of tea, look at Madden. Madden is another example, another prime example of what happens when you don't have competition or you don't have anybody else to set a standard for a franchise. Some of you guys might like Madden. You guys might like the Maddens. Y'all might just play them every year or so, and that's fine. But some people look at it and go, well, all I see is the same game, just with a different updated roster. And it's like, to tell you the truth, I kind of feel the same way. I would like somebody else to take the reins of Madden and take it into realms that we have not gone to before, you know? Why is it that college football and the NFL have not been mashed into one huge game for hardcore fans? For example, you create a superstar, you go through college, you work your way through school, you know, you win everything in school-wise, right? You win all your tournaments, and then you get drafted, and then you see your stuff, and then they go into a story mode with the draft into the NFL. Why not do something ambitious like that? I'll tell you why. Because nobody else is there to set the standards. You know? They're just not there. Oh, Jay Barry, what's up, brother? Good to see you. But you don't see the standard in games. You don't see that. Buying all those. Yeah. Good point. Muffy, good point. But this is what happens when you don't have that standard. You need to have that standard. That standard needs to be met so that everybody benefits in the long run. Sadly, it's just not being met. A lot of these developers don't put out that easy. You know, they don't put out that work. And yeah, it's like it's easy money for them. They just put out the same product. They'll change a few things and go, here you guys go. We did this, that, and the third for this year's game. I already said this on the platform podcast, but I said this on the platform podcast. You know, I'm hyped for a certain game that's coming out from EA. But best believe I have my eyes on EA, and I wouldn't be surprised if EA does some shady stuff involved in this game. And that's that Star Wars, the new Star Wars game, the Jedi, Knight, whatever. I am hyped for that game. It looks sick. But I would not be surprised if the next game comes out, when the next game comes out, they're going to have ways for you to buy different lightsabers. Y'all already know Disney is going crazy. I don't know if y'all see what's going to happen at Disney World and whatnot with Disney, but Disney has created a whole new section for Star Wars fans where you can legit make your own lightsaber. And I'm talking, it's like $200 per lightsaber. You make your own personal lightsaber. You go into this little tent-like thing, and you make your lightsaber. You do all this stuff. You go piece by piece and build these things. Kid you not. This is probably the craziest thing about it. I would not be surprised if that type of stuff makes it into the next Star Wars game. Would not be surprised at all. And it would not, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't surprise me. So keep that in mind. Do not sleep on EA, because EA will definitely do some shady stuff like that. Especially when they got, Disney World now backing them. Or, the Disney license. Let's see. I want the game so fucking bad, but the microtransactions is super spooky. It could fuck up the game. Yeah. Oh yeah. It could definitely happen, bro. It could definitely happen. Do not be afraid, or do not put down your guard when it comes to the Star Wars license, because there's so many ways they can just nickel and dime you. We haven't even gotten to the realm of like creating a damn Jedi or Sith, right? Because I imagine them creating some shit where it's like, oh, you can create your own Sith, and they start charging you for Force lightning. I mean, come on. This is definitely the time to start doing some shit like that, especially with the new Star Wars movie literally around the corner. And that's going to be a big thing. So, again, do not put it past EA. Do not put it past them at all. Do not. Shit. They've completely killed, what was that game? Battlefront 2. They killed Battlefront 2. And Battlefront 2 had potential. Yeah, same thing goes to NBA 2K series. Oh, trust me, I'm not sleeping on NBA 2K series as well. Same thing goes to them. All of this updated roster, nothing really changes, Like, all right, you want an example of what I thought was very, very innovative, and I still think is innovative to this day because I just thought it was cool, like the freedom that you got. Who played NBA Live 2005? Go ahead, put a 1 in the chat if you played NBA Live 2005. I'm going to wait for a second. Let me know if y'all played NBA Live 2005, because y'all going to like when I'm about to go with this. Let me move this off to the side. 1 second. I'm going to watch this actually in a minute. Pause that. Move this off here. Okay. So, nobody played NBA Live 2005? Okay, I got 1 who said you played 2005. 0? Y'all didn't play 2005? Oh, man. At this point, might not. Only 1 person going to get the reference what I'm about to say here. And then, oh, you do? Okay. Do y'all remember the NBA, or y'all remember the slam dunk contest in that game? Remember how innovative that was with the shit you can do with the buttons and do something crazy acrobatic stuff like front flips and back flips, shit like that? You can't really do that in 2K games now, can you? Why is that? Oh, because the game has to be realistic. Keep in mind, games back in the day were games. They weren't legit realistic representation of everything that's happened. And granted, this was something that we talked about back in the day about how games could be super realistic. But we also want them to still be games. Red Dead Redemption 2, despite being a marvel to look at, Red Dead Redemption 2 can be looked at as boring. Very boring to a lot of people, especially if you're not into Westerns. It can be looked at as very boring. That should tell you something. Damn, my aim was terrible there. No, I was about to read that and he deleted it. Okay. Oh, wait, I did play that. Remember that now. Yeah, I'm gonna say, y'all probably don't remember that. It was dope. You don't see that type of innovation. Yeah, you don't see that type of innovation in games like NBA no more. You don't see that because they just don't. They don't focus on the fun aspect. They focus on the silly aspect of just being real. You know, they're trying to make fouls look legit. I'm like, dog, it's a game. I remember back in 2005, it looked like dude just tapped your shoulder, foul. I'm like, okay, that's it. I didn't give a shit. It's a game. But there you go. That shows where the priority is. Oh, you mentioned about someone always mentioning about news articles. Sounds familiar from a fanboy that always references. Oh yeah. That goes full circle to a lot of individuals, man. But yeah, you know I'm talking about them. I'm not even gonna say their names, but they know exactly who they are, and it's sad. I want fun and realism. I want it to be so real that it's not. Yeah, exactly. Red Dead Redemption 2, it felt like, in real talk, it felt like Red Dead 2 was trying to turn you into a farmer legit, especially when you guys get to the epilogue. And I'm not taking anything from Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 is a dope game. If you really like the license, you'll like the game. It's cool. It's really, really, really like legit realistic. I applaud Rockstar for what they've done with that type of setting. But let's just be real here. The realism in that game really does take you out the aspect of the whole gaming like picture. You know what I'm saying? It takes you out that aspect. It doesn't feel like a game after the damn epilogue. It feels like a chore. It's just so much shit you gotta do. And I'm like, dog, this is supposed to be a story about, well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's supposed to be this person's story and this dude's, type of thing. And it's like, why am I doing this in the epilogue? Why am I doing this? I get it. It's hard times. You're trying to set up a tone. But do I really have to physically do this? Because there wasn't no way y'all can just throw this into a cutscene and do this with a cutscene, like building the house. You guys remember that? Remember how they built the house and they had it interactive? Why couldn't they do that with certain scenes with the work labor? Just saying. That's how I felt. Wouldn't be surprised if EVA does put surprise mechanics in the next RG. Yeah, exactly. I did see that game in there. You know, it's funny. Somebody tried to flip it on Twitter and say that that dude was cheered in the arena. I'm like, dog, I saw it live. That's not what happened. But okay, please tell me. But please try to tell me what I saw live on the fucking stream. But okay. Speaking of that, I thought the card was not. It wasn't a bad card. It's just that ending though between Nate and Masvidal. Yeah, that was anticlimactic. Good fight between both of them, but that was very, very anticlimactic. I mean, we're talking about this belt is the baddest motherfucker alive title. Which can somebody? All right, if you're a big UFC fan, you know exactly what I'm about to say. But that title looks sick. Why is that the legit UFC belts look like trash compared to that? I was like, yo, come on, bro. They're green, they're ugly, they got gems on it, but here comes Dana White and The Rock holding this baddest motherfucker title, right? This shit is black, it's chrome silver, it's got some dope look, it got a dope look to it. The strap looks insane, right? Why isn't that the prestigious look for your main title? I'm just saying, that right there would make anybody want to, legit compete for your titles. You know? That's crazy. A title that doesn't really mean as much has gotten this insane proper treatment. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Lock him up. Yeah, he did. Oh, he did. But keep in mind, with Nate Diaz, he's had numerous cuts like that above his eye. And here's the thing. It was worse than that in case. That's why a lot of people said it was anticlimactic because that particular, again, that particular cut above his brow, or above his eyebrow wasn't as grotesque as it was before in the past. That's why a lot of people were like, yeah, it don't look that big of a deal. So that's why a lot of people were pissed. I was like, okay, he's going to continue. Okay, cool, he's cool. So when he said referee stops, I'm like, really? Come on, bro. This shit's just now getting interesting. Everybody who watches Nate Diaz, y'all know Nate Diaz. He always gets gassed out or he'll start off super slow in the fight. But then he'll like turn it up in like the last, 2 rounds, especially in championship rounds. He goes all out in the last 2 championship rounds. So that's what I was kind of waiting for. I was waiting for Nate to go all out, but Nate was obviously, he was busted up. He took some shots. So, so much for that. Anticlimactic for sure. I really hope, I guess you mean AEW become the new ECW, WCW, and push WWE back into what it was like back in the minute. Oh, dude, that's what we're hoping for. That's what me, Dan, everybody's hoping for. Right now, they're getting better and better. The product's gotten better. It's shown that they've learned. They're taking feedback properly. So the shows have gotten a lot better in that regard. So, yeah, I'm not shocked by that at all. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I do see that happening for sure in the future. Diaz brother always, yeah, exactly. They always believe because of that scar. So I don't know what the referee saw that was so grotesque, but whatever, he saw it. Joe Rogan does commentary for the US. Okay. Yeah, I know he does commentary. I've been to that. Yeah, I've been to he does commentary. But even when it does beefing with WWE. Yeah, I know, because WWE was on another realm. It had the star power, But if you were to compare the WWE now to WCW, bro, I mean, let's be real. There's no question WCW is a better product now if you were compared it to the product now. It was just something different. They had everything. They had their own identity. They had Nitro Girls, a cool stage, a dope ass championship, which WWE pretty much took and called the big gold belt. Yeah, I remember how the WCW title looked back in the day. Like they gave it that dope chrome finish. Back when that movie Ready to Rumble came out, it was like silver, but it had the gold bits in there where the crown was. That is how sick those belts looked in WCW. And here comes WWE with a damn 24/7 title. So, there's that. There's definitely that. AEW. Oh, you already know, man. I have not watched the WWE since AEW's been on the network, and it's just been getting better and better. Can't wait for their pay-per-view. It's going to be dope. Yeah, definitely. Was killing Raw in the ratings at one point. Yeah, they were, but what killed WCW was pretty much David Arquette, and ironically, the very movie that I just referenced pretty much killed WCW. They put the title on David Arquette, and just so much other stuff was happening. It was like, okay, y'all are messing up here. So there's that. I guess that's pretty much it. Oh, let me go ahead and let me just throw this out here too. I don't know if you guys want me to do, well, I don't know if you guys are interested in that type of stuff. Me doing a live stream for AEW and for UFC events. I know Meds was talking about it. Like, we watched the events live, but there's going to be, in real time. Obviously, we can't really show the events because y'all know how YouTube is. YouTube immediately just flag you down. But we would do reactions to it. If you guys wanted to see something like that, that'd be sick. I'm down for that type of stuff. But definitely let me know. Definitely let me know if you guys are interested in that type of thing. Hell, I might get the platform in on this and just watch the shows with y'all, live. Just throwing out, what I'm saying, more stuff to do on the channel. More stuff, to mix it up here on here. Because I already know, like I said, with this new update to the channel, I'm going forward, man. I'm not looking back at anything. I'm just going to keep moving forward. I'm looking out for everything, I'm just pushing forward. Yeah, I see Dan's down for it. Okay. But are you guys down for that type of stuff? AEW and stuff like that. It'd be cool. Have something else on the channel. Okay, I got ice cream. But yeah, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know for sure if y'all want to do something like that. I'll be cool. That'd be cool to do. We might get the coalition. Hell, we might hit up what's your name? Dana? Yeah, we might hit up Dana. Dan, might hit Dana and everybody up. It's gonna be dope. Oh man. So until then, I think I covered it. That's pretty much it. Sick. I am happy. I am definitely looking forward to this stuff, man. That's cool. Mr. Rex, what's up? What's up, bro? You said what's happening? Whatever happened to that wrestler Raven? The last time I heard about Raven, Raven got fired from TNA because they had to make the Immortal belt. Remember the Immortal belt? It was basically Matt Hardy's custom belt in TNA, that purple one. They actually fired Raven to make that belt because they didn't have the budget for it. That was the last time I heard about Raven. What do you think of that? Oh, shit. What do you think of that back in the wrestling business since WCW? Wait, what? Oh, what do you think about the battle? I understand. What do you think? Oh, okay. What I think about wrestling since WCW went out of business? It's all right. Again, it's not the same. It's not the same like it used to be. I don't even watch WWE. Before AEW became a thing, I started to get into New Japan Pro Wrestling, which didn't surprise me when I saw the new title for AEW. It looked the same as the IWP title. So yeah, that's pretty much that. But anyway, to give you a heads up, if you're still here, great tantrum. I don't know if you're still here because we're still going into wrestling talk. I'll say it one last time, and I'm going to end it on this because this is some good news. I already told Big Mike this. I don't think Danny heard about it, but the channel got approved for PR. Basically, PR stands for public relations or private relations. So I will be reviewing games here on this channel. I will be embracing my journalistic pursuit, so to speak, here on the channel. You guys already know I'm kind of turned into a journalist, as it seems. I cover all the gaming news and whatnot, but you're going to get a lot more from me now. You're going to get legit reviews. A lot of you like my review of Days Gone. Y'all like my review of Gears, so they actually took a chance on me And I'm going to be doing that now. I'm going to be doing those type of things for you guys on the side, as well as gaming news and whatnot. And it's cool for me because, you know, I have something else to still upload for y'all, because I don't like to just throw out gaming news left and right, especially when the gaming news is not something that just, number one, it's not something that I know for a fact y'all don't care about, for one. Number two, it's stuff that we've already talked about before in the past. You know what I'm saying? I've seen so many people drop news that I've already talked about before, and ironically that they've already talked about, and here they go rehashing it left and right. And it's like, guys, no, stop that, stop, you know? So I'll be doing all that. I'm hyped. Yeah, I'm blown away. I just want to say thank y'all again to everybody. Shout out to everybody for the love on this channel. Y'all made this possible, man. I didn't think I'll even get to where I'm at here, but thank y'all for that, man. Also, see you later, Nico. Also, the channel is going to have a product review on here as well, courtesy of this new partnership and everything that's been going around. So you're going to see a product breakdown and review on here as well. I'm going to probably not be on camera, but you're going to see the product, you know, on the table and me putting this together. So I'm going to see if this thing is legit. I got to hit her back up after I end this stream. So I'm excited for that, to see what's going to happen. But yeah, just know Big Cloud is doing some other stuff outside of gaming news. I know I've been away. I'm hyped for it, but I've been away. But I haven't been away because I've been avoiding anything. Nah, I've been away because I've been working on other stuff. If you're not bettering yourself, I don't know what to really tell you, you know? And I agree with Damian Fernandez with that 110%. If you're not trying to better yourself or do something better or greater, what's the point of even trying, you know? So there you guys go. Thank you guys again for that. Thank you guys again for all the support on the RGD podcast. Shows have been fire. You guys have been amazing. It's always a treat. Thank you guys. To all those that might be watching this at a later time, much love to y'all. Thank y'all again. I will see you on this channel. And yeah, I'm going to probably go ahead and get started on some reviews for y'all and see where the fuss is about. As far as the reviews are going to be concerned, they're going to range from everything: PlayStation 5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Scarlet, and even Nintendo. I just got to give me a Switch. So, been a proof of all that. And I'm hyped. Thank y'all. I didn't want to announce this on Twitter. I want to do this on a live stream. So, just to throw it on you guys abruptly. But thank you guys again. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, until next time, this is Big Cloud Gaming. I'm signing out. Y'all be blessed again. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I will see you guys on Monday for all the latest gaming news, rumors, and of course now reviews. It looks like I got to change my banner as well for everything and change a few presentation styles for the channel as well to give you guys more of a feel of what's going to be happening. But yeah, it's happening, guys. So there you guys go. Thank you, man. I'll see you guys later on Foxy's channel as well for the Gamer Couch. So if you guys want to catch us on there, we'll be live at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, y'all be good. All right. Later.